Hi, I'm Susan from South Carolina. I'm 41 and I'm going to try to answer all these questions to the best of my ability. I've got them up on my computer, so I'll be glancing back and forth. What do I love about Victoria's Secret and what would I change? Well, I can't think of anything I would change. What I like about it is it's just fun. If I need undergarments or sleepwear, I can get just regular things that I would wear normally, or I can get more provocative items. So there's a good selection of products available at Victoria's Secret, and it's an intimate store, mostly women. Well, there's men in there buying things for their wives or girlfriends, but I just like it. It has an intimate feel for me. How do I define sexy? Well, it all starts up here. For me to feel sexy, it really helps if my husband kind of gives me little cues, whispers things in my ear, makes me feel desirable. That certainly makes me feel sexy. How would I define? I don't think I really defined it. It's just a feeling. I guess I defined it. That I get outward stimulus from mainly my husband. Sensual. What's the difference? Sexy is, I would say, a stronger feeling than sensual. Sensual maybe when you're tuned into things, and you may not even feel sexy to be sensual. I don't know. That's kind of a hard distinction for me. I don't think I answered that too good. Are the models still relevant today? Are they aspirational? Well, the models usually do not represent people I see in everyday life. I'm sure men enjoy the models because they are very sexy, kind of in-your-face sexy, come hither. They're trying to make a statement with the models, and it works. Do I identify with those models? Not really. I'm just an average person. I wear average size clothing. I'm 5'2", not tall. I'm petite. Are they No, they're not aspirational to me because I know I'll never look like that, and I don't really have a desire to look like that. How do I feel about fragrance lines? What do I think Fantasy is offering me? Well, I love the fragrance Fantasy. I love the way it makes me feel, and it does make me feel sensuous and sexy. If my husband comments on the fragrance, he does like that fragrance, so I will wear it not only for me, but also for him. My mother always wore fragrance, so she kind of passed that down to me. She always wore Miss Dior, and so whenever I smell that, I associate that with her. Why do I buy? Am I looking for a value? Well, I'm always looking for a value and a good fragrance. So if I can find both of those attributes in one fragrance, I'm a happy customer. Would I prefer if there was an efficacy claim on the bottle that it says it lasts 12 hours versus nothing? It doesn't really matter to me. I guess maybe I'm kind of neutral on that particular statement because I'm more inclined to buy a fragrance because I like the way it smells and the way it makes me feel when I put it on. So I don't know that would be a claim that would necessarily speak to me. Okay. Are there too many products? Oh, I don't think there's ever too many products because there's a wide variety of people who purchase these products, and not the same fragrance is not going to appeal to everyone. So I do think it's nice to have a broad line that appeals. There's something for everybody to choose from, and I may want different fragrances depending upon the situation or where I'm going. So no, I think I like to have a lot to choose from. I like a fresh scent, a sweet scent. I don't want it to be too overpowering. I don't want to walk in the room and people go, "What's she wearing?" I know my sister is sensitive to fragrance, so I have to be careful if I'm around her. And I have friends who are sensitive to fragrance, so I certainly don't want to wear anything that would trigger a sneezing attack, that has happened to my sister before. So I am careful. I don't want to be overpowering, but I do like to have a fresh, sweet, floral type scent. Those are my favorite. If I were to change anything in the body fragrance line, well, I can't really think of anything to change. I do know that certain scents trigger my sister's reaction. I don't know if there's been any studies on what triggers that reaction in some people. I know some scents don't bother her at all. She can't even walk into Kirkland's because there's so many scents in there, she runs out coughing. I may burn a certain candle in the house and she walk in and I can tell immediately. I have to snuff that out and air the place out. So I don't know, maybe more research into sensitivities in fragrance for some people. It's not a factor for me. I'm not sensitive, but I know some people are. Let me look over these to make sure I've answered everything. I think I've answered everything. I hope I have. It looks like I have. But I do enjoy fragrance, always have, and I'm sure I always will. Thank you.